Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Want to jump on today and chat with you guys about one of the biggest mistakes. There's a lot of mistakes. I think I'm gonna do a series about the 7 biggest mistakes that real estate investors make to get to 6 figures. That because a lot of people, they you start talking about 7, 8 figures, they got like, okay, hold on, I ain't even did my first deal. But I think really to get 6 figures, doing 2 or 3 projects a year is definitely attainable, and you can make 6 figures doing that and build long-term wealth. But I think one of the biggest mistakes, we start talking about the 7 mistakes that real estate investors make, is not getting started soon. Time management, collapsing time. We don't have a sense of urgency in time. I know I was right there with you. I was right there with you with everything that I went through in my journey. It took me a lot longer to get started with real estate investing, way longer than it should have. I had the knowledge. I did years and years of consuming bigger pockets, consuming going to the local REIA meetup, talking to other real estate investors who were doing the thing, who were investing, they were active, but for whatever reason, I had the mental block. I had limiting beliefs that they were smarter than me. They had to know some secret sauce that I didn't know. Therefore, that's why they were doing real estate and I wasn't doing real estate. And I think that was one of the mental blocks that held me back from getting started sooner and taking action sooner. What's going on, Carrie? One of the things that held me back, and when it came to it, was just kind of disbelief, or having a misconception of what my skill sets were. And I think so, not taking advantage of time, because time is one of the few resources. Because we all have 24 hours in a day. We all have the same. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, he doesn't have any more time in the day than we do. But why is he so much more successful? He leverages people. He leverages other people's time. He creates, he fosters ideas and creates companies like PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX. Now he's taking Twitter. He's doing a complete overhaul, fired over half the staff, and making changes that he has ideas, and he executes his ideas and leverages other people's time and other people's money to create those ideas, which add value to and solve problems across the board for the everybody that's in his ecosystem that touches the businesses. Steve Jobs, the same way, he created the iPhone to bring simplicity to the cell phone, to give people an experience. And so when you look at these people and ideas, they leverage other people's time in order to buy back their time. And so that was one of the things with just not taking advantage of the time I had. It took me way too long to pull the trigger to start real estate investing, because time is your friend as a real estate investor. It's not a sprint to get to $1 million, to get to 10 houses, 100 houses, 100 units, whatever your goal may be. But it's a marathon, and it takes time. And so the sooner that you start investing, the sooner that you'll be able to get to reap the benefits of your success and start living, because you only have so much time on earth. And I tell people, when you start thinking about it, when you compare time and money, if you were sick and you had $1 million in the bank in your retirement account, and they said, hey, in order for you to get well, you need to take this elixir. It's a new drug. We haven't tested it, but we know that we tested it. We know it works, but it's not only. It's gonna cost $1 million because it's not that many of them. And would you pay that $1 million if you had it? And they said, hey, this is guaranteed. You're gonna live another 20 years. Most people would say, yeah, I'm gonna pay the $1 million so I can be here longer. On the flip side of that, if somebody said, I'm gonna give you $1 million cash today, but you're gonna have to die tomorrow, would you pay that $1 million? Would you take that $1 million and lose your life the next day? I know I wouldn't. But the reason behind it is we realize that time is more valuable than money. Looking at those two scenarios, time is more valuable than money. But we don't carry our lives like that. We don't live our lives like time is more valuable than money. Why? I say that because, we go work jobs, dead-end jobs, that's taking all our time, and we get very, very little return on our time. We're giving all our time away for these jobs, for other benefits that don't necessarily impact us, and we end up working all 5 days of the week, Then some of us had to work weekends too. And then we regroup, we rest over 2 days, and then we go back right into it again, another 5 days. And I think that's one of the things that people don't realize, that you're trading time for money. Your time is way more valuable than your money, and you can always go create more money. But we get caught in that rat race with everything that they teach us, and then now our time continues to tick away from us. They send us to college. I was right there with you. I went to school, went to college, got a degree. But those that read my book, Millionaire Real Estate Success Strategies, when I came out of college, I had no financial literacy. They didn't teach me anything about money. They didn't teach me anything about credit score, how stocks works, how to evaluate a company, how to underwrite real estate deals, about the real estate market, interest rates. I didn't know any of that information, and I had to go find it after having an electrical engineering degree and started my job. My job didn't teach me that stuff either. But that's the thing with time, that we only got so much time here on earth, and we waste away so much time. One of the big time sucks that I had to get rid of years ago, 2013, was fantasy football. And that's one of the times that I made my pivot right before we bought our first true rental property that we never had lived in before. Was I gave up fantasy football in 2013. And I was like, hey, I'm spending way too much time to be successful at this when I could be working on building wealth for my family. And it convicted me. It was like, okay, I got to do better. And that started this crazy journey of where we are now with the 8-figure real estate portfolio, tens of thousands of passive income coming in each month. That I had no clue where we would be at 9 years later from that. But that's the thing with time, that we got to understand that time is precious, that we can't keep sleeping on our dreams because we don't have a lot of time. And that the little bit of money that we're getting from our employers, that time we can take and actually build some crazy dreams that we already have. Say dreams. If you got dreams, type dreams in the chat, because it's all about our dreams. It's like we're running out of time to get our dreams going. For me, I had all this information about real estate investing, and I was just sitting on it. Was just going through, getting the knowledge, but I was scared to pull the trigger. That fear, and fear is another one. I'm gonna talk about the 7 mistakes that most real estate investors make that prevent them from getting to 6 figures, and I made them all, but luckily I was able to put it together to get out of that funk. And I say to go from broke Johnny to woke Johnny. Now woke Johnny, I know how to move. I know how to leverage other people's time. I know how to move, because success loves speed. If you want to be successful, you got to make some decisions. You got to do some things, and you got to get after that. You can't just sit back and wait and think, well, I'll wait 6 months. I'll wait another year for everything to be perfect. There is no perfect time. If you want to, a lot of people say, I'm going to wait till I'm not busy. Good luck. You're always going to be busy, because guess what? It's the phone's about to ring. Somebody else is about to call, and something else is about to go down. So there isn't a perfect time to do what you need to do today, because tomorrow isn't present. Tomorrow isn't promised to us. And so that's the thing, that we got to take a sense of urgency. And that's why I'm kicking off my 5-day boot camp at the end of the month, the 28th of November through the 2nd of December. It's going to be awesome. Just helping people get kick started, going back to the basics training boot camp, that we're getting back to the fundamentals and showing people how to put a strategy together to diversify their portfolio, where not all their retirement is stuck in the stock market, but they can take a portion out and put it in a self-directed IRA, or they can take a loan against their retirement account and buy cash flowing real estate and use that to build passive income, where they don't have to go, retire from civil service or retire from the military. Then you got to go work a whole nother second 20-year career after you do that, just because, you got to make more money. But there's different ways to make money that they don't teach us on how you can leverage, especially that which you already have. And then, on the flip side, those that have a lot of time that may not have a career, but how they can leverage their time to build a skill set to be able to bring to a partnership deals, to find deals, manage deals, where they don't have to have the money, but they can partner with other people with the capital and create an awesome team that can buy a lot of cash flowing assets and produce a lot of generational wealth, just kind of long term. So I think that's the thing. We're just teaching people, wherever you're at, whether you got a lot of time or you don't have a lot of time, or if you got a lot of money or you don't have a lot of money, there's a strategy in real estate investing that can make you successful. But you just got to take action. And when we talking about time today, that you got to maximize your time. You just got to go and do it, because there's never a perfect time. and tomorrow is a promise. So if that's you, take action. Figure out what you need to do. Take action. Go ahead and sign up for my 5-day boot camp at the end of this month. It's going to be awesome. With the boot camp, you get a free trial to my real estate investing genius community, where we have a community of real estate investors just fostering your growth. This upcoming Thursday, we have a market analysis for Birmingham, one of our primary markets, that we're going to have our power realtor, Heidi, who's going to come through. She's going to talk about the market, give an overview of the real estate market in Birmingham this Thursday. So definitely tap in and get that free trial. And we got the book club that's launching this month. And we're going to roll out our happy hour, our virtual happy hour, where we get together, kind of wind down for the week, just talk shop. People share their wins for the week, and just help one another continue to grow in real estate investing. So if there's something you're interested in, make sure you check that out. Go to johnnylineup.com, and I'll see you guys on the next videos.